So for this question was, what techniques can leaders use to motivate their followers or colleagues, and what are the benefits and downfalls of each technique? So the four techniques I'm going to talk about will be visionary, enhancing, enthusiast, and expert. So visionary would be providing a clearer picture of the future and being able to communicate that to the team. So that would be the benefit. The benefit of that would be the team would rally around a single goal. The downside of this would potentially be if people, some of the members aren't in line with it, then the whole goal would the whole team would just fall apart because they're not rallying around this one goal. The second one would be enhancing. Enhancing technique would creating positive one-on-one relationships along with team relationships by being a great listener and connecting emotionally with people. So the upside of this would be you are now your team is now going to be closer, and that way it'd be easier for you guys to understand each other and again accomplish this goal or accomplish the work that needs to be done. The downside of this could be the fact that again, if you're not in line, or sometimes people, depending on their personality, cannot like the fact that you're too into their lives, then this could be a downside of that and could result in miscommunication and maybe some a little bit of resentment among the team members. The third one would be an enthusiast. This would allow passion and energy to bring about the organization and its goals and the work of itself. So basically, the upside to this would be, again, I hope these are all kind of in line with, they rally around the team to better the company and allow them to focus on a goal, but this would also further the team and each individual member. I feel like the downside of this would be some people just don't really like energetic people. So I feel like this could again bring about some resentment and dislike and misunderstandings as well. And the last one would be an expert technique, which would be providing strong technical direction that comes from deep knowledge. So this, I feel like this would be one of the best ones because you would have that person who has all the knowledge and would allow it to make it a lot easier for you to get to your goals and accomplish your goals, because they would know how to get you from point A to point B. Now, the downside of this would be if the person doesn't have that knowledge, but pretend that they do and they can make the situation worse. Or it could be if the team doesn't quite believe in that person and believe in what they're saying, then this could be the downside, because if they don't want to follow in line, then it's just kind of, well, done. So there are a few different types of leadership styles. And some of the biggest ones, or the most commonly used one, would be autocratic, democratic, transformational, and transactional. And there are other less used ones. Those are the four main ones that are most commonly used. So autocratic leadership is centered around the boss. So in this leadership style, the leader holds all the cards. They hold all the authority and responsibility. So in this one, they don't ask their subordinates or employees for any input. They make all the decisions on their own. The democratic leadership style, which is different than that. So on that one, the employees have a lot of input. They are a lot more involved in decision making. And then transformational leadership. So unlike the other leadership styles, this one is about initiating change in the organization, employees, and the team. So on this one, which is one of my favorite ones, and which one I kind of hope to I hope to fit my own style to, will be this transformational. Because to me, I really want to make a difference in my employees' lives, and I want to help them better themselves. And then the last one, which is the most commonly used one, would be the transactional. So on this one, it's not necessarily a negatively used one, but on this one they use a lot of not bribes, but they use things like bonuses and to get you to do what they want you to do, rather than try to get you to rally around this one goal. Their way to rally you around it is to use monetary value and gains to get your cooperation. So to me, effective leadership is somebody who I can. So to me, effective leadership is somebody who I can. I'm not afraid to go up to and talk about either my concerns or issues that I may have. So I feel like an effective leader is somebody who is approachable. So I'm not afraid to go up there and to go up to them and talk to them about any issues or problems that have happened. Also, somebody who is really invested in their team and their employees. So somebody who actually really cares and who's not just in it for the money. Because I feel like on that point, it's where that the difference happens. It's like that to me, that's effective leader is somebody who I can talk to, who I don't feel is going to judge me. Um, so I recently ran into my current manager is somebody who I feel is an effective leader because she is strict at times, but at the same time she is not mean, and she's not mean in any way. She just expects you to do your job and do it well, which I feel like is understandable. That's how it should be. And to me, that she's an effective leader because I can talk to her about things and we can joke about it, but we never really cross that invisible line that's there. So emotional intelligence to me is the ability to identify and manage your own emotions and the emotions of others, so your team or coworkers. Um, so when I was reading up on this, they said it generally includes the three skills: emotional awareness, the ability to harness emotions, and the ability and apply them to tasks like thinking and problem solving, and the ability to manage emotions. So, which would include regulating your own emotions and cheering or calming down other people. So as far as emotional intelligence goes, I feel this is really important because you have to be able to keep calm yourself. Because as a leader, you're going to be high stress situations, it's going to be conflicts you have to solve. So you can't get upset, you can't get frustrated, you can't get stressed, you can't yell. Unfortunately, as a manager, you really can't do that. So to me, it's like this one of the most important aspects because you have to be able to manage those emotions yourself. And as you can probably go home and cry, but you can't show it in front of your employees. At the same time, it's also important as well because you have to be able to bring out those emotions in your employees. You have to be able to bring out the loyalty and the trust, and you have to be able to apply that to yourself and to the group and bring it back to the group. So I feel like this is definitely one of the most most important aspects of it as well, along with the fact that yeah, so it yeah, you have to be again aware of the emotions in the workplace and manage them very well. And then the last question is about leadership development. So leadership development helps expand the capacity of individuals to perform in leadership roles within organizations. So leadership development is also very important because some people, other people aren't born leaders. 'Cause I know if you had met me like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I really wasn't much of a leader. Like, I could lead, but I wasn't anywhere near close to where I am today. So I feel like a lot of this is my personal leadership development was life. So I as I grew up and grew old, more mature, I, you know, watched my managers and um, gained the aspects and traits that I liked from them and knew which ones would work for me and which ones wouldn't work for me. And then it's little things like about how to manage your team and um, whatnot. So yeah, leadership development can create effectiveness and improve leadership skills within the team by you paying better attention to the team and using the team's each individual strengths and weaknesses to better the goal to accomplish the goal and strategy. So that's my video. That is my video midterm, and I hope you guys have a great day.